to see the poverty that is in Exeter and some of the pockets of deprivation across Devon. Some of the stories that we hear in the baby bank are absolutely heartbreaking. People are diluting their baby feeds because they need it to stretch further, or they're not changing nappies so frequently so they don't go through so many. Some of the items that we provide here at the baby bank are clothing, nappies, the toiletries, the formula milk, toys and books. We don't work directly with families, we work with referral partners, and they can be social workers, midwives, citizens advice, schools, GPs, and they can come to us and request the items that that family need.
I came to Kate with a referral for a mum that was living in a domestic abusive relationship, and she was prepared for her baby. However, we needed to get her out of that situation. There wasn't time to pack up and take everything with her that she needed. Kate created a huge bundle with clothes and nappies and enough to sort of keep this baby going while we were moving mum, keeping her safe and getting them settled in their refuge.
Everything that goes out comes in through donations. We pop our wish lists on social media. Those items come through and we can then get them cleaned, checked and ready to go back out. We also have support from some great sponsors that will bring goods in kind. For example, a company in our locality that really help us is Emily Rose. They've just proved how companies can be so supportive and work with their communities.
We just wanted to have a charity that we supported that was local, that we felt like we could, be part of. I think we started in July 24. We donate them some of our product. We have a number of samples. Some items where we've got too much of, we will give to them. We try and give them something regularly so they've got fresh things to use when they're doing their bundles. On our website we have some products where if a consumer buys them, then 10% of that sale will go to Baby Bank. We can see that it's doing some real good and making a difference to lots of people, so that's nice.
What you are giving, it's directly going to the service providers. If you're like, right, I'm going to give a mattress, I'm going to give a safe space to sleep, that is what it will be used for. We could almost produce a trace if we wanted of, well, you gave that and it's gone there. So I think that's a massive benefit of giving.
We help approximately, I think 2025 was 1,200 children, and at the end of 2025 we saw quite a steep rise in the number of children we were helping per month. We had one teenage boy who was being bullied in school because he didn't have the right clothes, they didn't fit him, they were very worn, and he was getting really bullied to the point that he'd stopped attending school. We put a shout out to our community and the response was incredible. We were getting deliveries from sports shops because they wanted him to have the Nike socks. They wanted him to have all the things a teenage boy would really love. And we packaged it up and we sent it off to mum. And we got feedback from that mum, which was really heartwarming. She said that he'd smelt his trainers and he'd laid all his clothes out, and he said, I can't believe that people have cared about us and people have thought about us.
A mother and her baby, she'd moved from a different country. Her flat is freezing cold, doesn't have any curtains, she had a sofa and a bed and a few donations from Baby Bank, and that was literally it. People like that really need this service. It makes a huge difference, the development of that child, the difference a few toys and books can make.
We're finding lots of families who are suffering from mental health issues as a result of finances. They're then not being able to bond with their babies, and then that can impact on the child as an adult, and then it's just a vicious cycle.
I think that the Baby Bank network brings such hope to so many people of our city that simply cannot afford the basic needs. It's just one of the institutions in Exeter that is gravely needed and incredibly important.